everyone. Now let us discuss what is offer and what are the essentials of a valid offer. Let us discuss what is the definition of offer. Offer means it is nothing but a proposal. If one party is telling to another party his intention to do something or not to do something, so that is called offer. It is nothing but a proposal, and offer is a starting point of the contract. If you want to make the contract, the first one that should be made is offer. Offer should be made first of all by one party, then only later on it will become a contract. So offer is a starting point of the contract. And in Indian Contract Act 1872 there is a definition for offer under section 2 subsection A. So under this section, offer means when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything with a view to obtain consent of the other to that act is known as offer. So I'll explain what is this. So this section is defining that one person is going to inform the other party his willingness, his intention to do anything or not to do anything, and this first party, whoever is proposing, that party wants to obtain the consent of the other party. So the first party wait for the acceptance of the other party to do that act. So that is known as offer. So offer, proposal, both are one and the same. Both are same. And the one party, whoever makes the offer, is called offerer. And we can also call the offerer as proposer or promiser. And in the offer there are two parties. One person is offering, the other party has to actually going to receive the offer. So the other party to whom the offer is made or to whom the proposal is made is called offeree, and offeree also called as promisee. So I will give you one example. A is one party, one person. He is offering to sell his motorcycle to another party called B for 3000 rupees. So in this example, A is offerer because A is offering his willingness to sell the motorcycle to B. So and A is waiting for the acceptance of B. So we can call A as a offerer and B is offeree because offer is made to B. Hope this is clear to everyone. Let us go to next one. So here if you want to discuss what are the essentials of a valid offer, section 2A of the Indian Contract Act 1872 is revealing mainly three essential elements of offer. What are those? First one is one party has to express his willingness to do or not to do something. First of all, one party in the offer has to express the willingness. Okay, expression of willingness should be there. Then only it becomes essential offer. It becomes a valid offer. Okay, so which one is essential here? Expressing the willingness to do anything or not to do anything. That is essential element of a valid offer. And second one is offer should be made to another person. So here one party has to make the offer to another party only, and offer should not be made to himself. Okay, so here for example A wants to make the offer to B, that is valid. Here A is one party, B is another party. If A wants to make the offer to himself, then that is not a valid offer. Okay, and let us go and discuss next essential element. Third one, offer should be made with an objective of gaining the consent of the other party. So here first party has to make the offer to get the acceptance of the other party. Okay, so offerer has to give the offer, and his intention should be to get the acceptance from the other party. Okay, so these are three essential elements of a valid offer under section 2A of Indian Contract Act 1872. Let us discuss all essential elements of a valid offer one by one. First one is, offer must be capable of creating legal relations. So if one party is making any offer to another party, and here that offer should create a legal relations in between those two parties. If there is no legal relation, then it is not a valid offer. Okay, so offerer must have intention to create the legal relations whenever he makes the offer. And if one offer is accepted by the offeree, then it becomes an agreement. Yeah, I already said in the previous classes also, if offer is made and acceptance also is given for the offer, then it becomes the agreement. Agreement means offer should be there, acceptance should be there. Okay, and if agreement is enforceable by law, then only it becomes a contract. Contract means agreement should be there and it should be enforceable by law. Okay, but here proposal, offer should be made by the offerer to create the legal relation among the parties. I already said in the previous classes while explaining essential elements of a valid contract that there should be legal relation among the parties, otherwise it is not a valid contract. So here at the time of making the offer also, offer should be made to create the legal relations. If the agreement is social agreement or domestic agreement, it is not actually a valid contract. So here social domestic agreements does not intended to create any legal relations, so those agreements are not valid, and offer also should not be valid if the agreement is social and domestic agreement. Okay, for example, if A is inviting B for lunch, this is not intended to create any legal relation. Okay, because if A is inviting B for lunch, that is social domestic agreement. So in case of social domestic agreements, those agreements are not intended to create any legal relation among the parties, so those are not valid contracts. So that offer also, A is inviting B, okay, for lunch, so A is offering B for lunch, so that offer is not a valid offer. And here we have one popular case also, Balfour versus Balfour. So here this case I explained already in previous classes, you can go through that. And under this point, if you want to write any case, you can write Balfour versus Balfour case under this first point. Offer must be capable of creating legal relations. And if you want to see this, you can go through essentials of valid contract. There I explained Balfour versus Balfour case. Okay, because in Balfour versus Balfour case, Mrs. Balfour filed a case on Mr. Balfour, husband. So that is a social and domestic agreement, and judgment came in favor of husband. Okay, so you can go through the previous video so that you will get information. Next, second one, offer must be certain, definite and not vague. So offer, whatever offer is made by the offerer, that should be certain. Certain means it should be clear. Okay, and definite and not vague. So that should be clear and that should be certain thing. Okay, to do anything, that should be clear actually. So terms and conditions in the offer should be very, very clear, and offeree should know what actually offerer is offering. Okay, it should be clear, all the terms and conditions and everything. And no contract comes into existence if terms of the offer are not clear. If terms and conditions of the offer is not clear to offeree, then that will not become a contract. If in any offer is not clear and it is vague and it is not definite, then that will never become a valid offer. Okay, it should be clear always. Hope this is clear to everyone. And next, here we have a case law, that is Taylor versus Portington. This case actually took place in the year 1855. Let us discuss what is the case. A is one person agreed to take B's house on rent. Okay, A is one person, he agreed to take B's house on rental basis. So A is a tenant, B is the owner of the house. For 3 years he actually agreed to take the house for rent at the rent of £85 per annum. So for 1 year he actually agreed to pay £85 and he took the house on rental basis, provided the house was put into thorough repair. So A said that you have to actually keep clear the house and you have to no repair, any repairs if anything are there, everything should be made perfectly so that I will come. Okay, and drawing rooms were decorated according to present style. So here drawing rooms in the house should be decorated according to present style. Here present style means what? It may be present style means it may be one thing to A, it may be another thing to B. So it is not clear. Present style means what? What is a present style? So A may think in one way regarding the present style, B may have another view. Okay, so it is not clear, it is vague. Present style, according to present style the drawing room should be decorated. So present style is vague, it is not clear, it is not definite. Okay, so that is why due to that present style concept, this is not a valid agreement, it is not a valid offer. Clear? So let us go and discuss next point. Third one, offer must be communicated to offeree. I already said that in the offer there are two parties. One is offerer, the other one is offeree. Offerer means the one who is making the offer. Offeree means the one to whom the offer is made. So first of all, if we offer should be communicated to offeree. So offer should be given to offeree. Offer should be actually made to another person. Another person, offeree, should know the offer. Offer should be communicated by the offerer to the offeree. Okay, if offeree does not know about the offer, then how can he accept it? He can't accept it. That is why it is duty on part of the offerer to communicate about the offer to the offeree. Then only it becomes a valid offer, because without any knowledge about the offer, offeree can't accept it. Example, let us take one example. A writes a letter to B. A is one person, he is writing a letter to B offering that he wants to sell his watch for rupees 200, but never posted that letter. He did not post the letter and keeps in his pocket only. Then how can B knows about this offer? He can't know, no? So he can't accept it. Okay, here offer is not communicated to B. Okay, A is writing a letter to B, but he has to post it. He did not post it. So how can B knows about that offer? So here offer is not communicated to B. So it is not a valid offer, because B can't accept it, because he does not know about the offer. Hope this is clear. Let us go to next point. Fourth one, offer must be made with a view to obtaining the consent of the other party. So here one party is offering. That offerer should have intention while making the offer that he has to receive acceptance from the other party. Okay, so in that way he has to offer it. Okay, without having any intention to get the acceptance. If he makes an offer, that is not a valid offer. Okay, he must have an intention to obtain the consent of the other party. Okay, so here we have one case. because mere expression of intention is not an offer. If anyone expresses his intention, that is not an offer. He has to actually have one idea, otherwise he has to offer to other party to get the acceptance. Okay, if he just expresses his view or his intention, that is not an offer. So let us see one case. Harris versus Nickerson. The case was actually took place in the year 1873. Let us discuss what is that case. N advertised in the newspaper to sell his goods on a particular day. So N is one seller, one person. He has given one advertisement in the newspaper to sell his goods on one day. The date also mentioned and place also mentioned. And H is one person. He wanted actually to purchase the goods. Okay, he traveled a long distance to bid for the things. Okay, so whatever goods that N actually is going to sell, H wanted to purchase that. So he traveled from long distance and he went there. On arrival, he found that the sale was cancelled. Okay, sale was cancelled, and H got angry and H filed a case on N for breach of contract. Breaching means cancellation of contract. Okay, breach of contract means cancellation of contract. Here N cancelled, no. Okay, actually he wanted to sell. That is why he gave an advertisement in the newspaper. Later he cancelled that sale. So H travelled from long distance and later he came to know that the sale was cancelled. So H filed a case. Okay, he sued N for breach of contract. But court has given judgment in favor of N because N is not offering. He is just giving advertisement in the newspaper that he is going to sell the goods on particular day in particular place. Okay, but he did not offer to H. So that is just an advertisement. That is mere expression of intention. Okay, he actually N gave advertisement, so he actually has intention to sell the products. That mere intention, mere expression of intention is not an offer. Okay, advertisement is not an offer. So judgment came in favor of N because he is not making an offer. Okay, so H can't accept it and H can't file case on N because of breach of contract. Okay, let us go and discuss next point. Next one, fifth one is an offer may be conditional. So offer may be conditional one also. There may be some conditions in the offer, that is also valid one. Okay, even there are some conditions, that is also valid one. So offer may be made subject to a condition, that is valid. But whenever any conditions are there in the offer he has to accept subject to that conditions. So actually whenever any conditions are there in any offer, that is known as conditional offer, and offeree also has to accept that offer subject to those conditions. Okay, so actually these conditional offers come to an end. These conditional offers comes to an end whenever offeree does not follow or does not give acceptance by following the conditions. Okay, conditional offer also is valid one, and offeree has to accept it by following those conditions. If he is not following the conditions, that offer comes to an end. Let us discuss one case. Thomson versus LM and S Railway. So here T, who could not read, actually he is illiterate, and took an excursion ticket on the railway. So he has taken one ticket, excursion ticket. I purchased it from railway department. On the front of the ticket it was printed that for conditions see back side. Okay, one of the condition was that the railway company would not be liable for personal injuries to passengers. So on the ticket they printed that if for conditions see back side. Okay, though those people who ever purchased the tickets have to see back side of the ticket to know about the conditions. What is the condition? If any personal injuries are there, okay, for passengers during traveling, so railway department is not going to pay anything. So while traveling, T was injured by a railway accident, but T could not recover any damages. Okay, here because conditions are there on the ticket, so that offerer actually will follow that only. So T filed a case to get for the damages, for the recovery of damages, but already it was printed on the ticket. He cannot say that I don't know, I can't read, okay, I'm illiterate, I can't read, I don't know about that. He should not say anything like that. Okay, those conditions are there, so he has to accept the conditions also. Okay, so he can't recover any damages from the railway department. Next one, sixth one, offer should not contain a term, the non-compliance of which would amount to acceptance. So in the offer, whenever any offer is made, offerer should not add these words, the sentence, okay, non-compliance of which would amount to acceptance. So offerer should not say like this. What is that? Let us discuss. So here whenever any offer is made, offeree should not say that if you don't accept this, or if you don't give your acceptance before this certain date, then I will assume that you accepted it. So it should not be like that in the offer. Offerer should not say like that. Example is there. A is writing, that is writes, okay. A writes, WRITES, writes a letter to B. Okay, A writes a letter to B that I offer to sell my house for rupees 40,000. So A is saying that I am going to sell the house for 40,000. If I do not receive a reply by next Monday, I shall assume that you have accepted the offer. So what A is saying, he is offering, okay, to sell his house. It's fine, it is good. He has to wait for the acceptance, no? What again he is saying? If I do not receive any reply by next Monday from you, I will assume that you accepted it. Okay, here it should not be there. Okay, acceptance should move from the party, that offeree. Okay, offeree has to give the acceptance, but if you don't give acceptance, if you don't say anything by next Monday, I will assume that you accepted it. So that is not a proper offer. That kind of sentence should not be there in the offer. Okay, that is not a valid offer. Let us discuss next one, lapse of an offer. Lapse of an offer, when offer comes to an end. So sometimes offer lapses on certain grounds. Okay, offer also comes to an end. If something happens, what actually has to happen? So when actually offer comes to an end, there are some situations. I'll read those. See, first point, if either offerer or offeree dies before acceptance. There are two parties, no, offerer and offeree. If any one party died before acceptance, then that offer comes to an end. Okay, and second one is if the offeree does not make a valid acceptance. If offeree is not accepting properly and he is not giving his valid acceptance, so that is in that case offer also comes to an end. Third one is an offer can also lapse by revocation. Okay, revocation means actually cancellation or withdrawing. So offer also comes to an end when actually here, for example, A offered to B, but B did not accept it. Before acceptance of B, A can withdraw that offer. Okay, then we can call it as revocation of offer. So that in case of revocation of offer also, offer will come to an end. Hope this is clear. Let us move to another point. So this next point, eighth one, is an invitation to offer is not an offer. So if any invitation is given to make the offer, one party is inviting other party to make the offer, that invitation to an offer is not an offer. Okay, offer should be there, invitation to an offer should not be there. Invitation to an offer is not a valid offer. Okay, so invitation to an offer can be there, but that we cannot treat it as a valid offer. Invitation to an offer means it is just circulating information about the business or about the intention, that's it. Okay, so that we cannot treat it as offer. Hope this is clear. So if you understand the class, you like the video and you share it, you mention in the comment section, and subscribe the channel also. Thank you.